first one is AgenticFlow MCP. So last week I already make a video about this one. I show you a demo, and right now I'm going to show you how you can set it up. You can see in here, this is the AgenticFlow MCP. It has been enabled and it's connected here. But you will need to enable the developer mode. And I'm going to tell you what tool do you have? Okay. You can do health check on AgenticFlow, listing and search node type, creating, updating, or validating, executing, managing app connection, and get workflow detail result. So these are the action that we provide to ChatGPT so that it can help us to discovering whatever action that we already have, and then perhaps it can help us to build some workflow and agent as well. Okay, so yeah, I'll fetch my list of workflow top 5. So what is there is that it's going to trigger action that call to our server, and we just list the workflow, and we just remember and we confirm. Okay, so for some reason, perhaps that the workflow is not updated, or there's a missing workflow and API key ID. So in order to do this one, so I will show you how you can troubleshoot this kind of issue. Okay, so firstly, you need to go into setting. And second, you go to connector. So in here, I already do the connected in here, but maybe there's something wrong on this one. I will delete this connection. So what first one, you need to enable developer mode. So you go into this one, you go to setting, you go to connector, and then you scroll down to advanced setting, and then you switch on this developer mode. So if you switch off, and you go into here and you new chat, you will not able to see the developer mode. But if you go to the setting and then you enable that, then you will able to having the developer mode. Okay, make sure having this on, and in here it will have developer mode, and you need to connect more resource. So when you click in here, this will asking you to give a name, the decryption and the MCP's URL, and also the authentication method. And for us, it's going to be AgenticFlow MCP .ai.mcp. That's just like this. Okay. And go back to ChatGPT, paste here, and the tool you just call AgenticFlow MCP, and this MCP is using for control your AgenticFlow workspace. Okay, I trust this application. You can add an icon if you want, and then you click create. Error fetching or out fetching. Maybe there's some error. Let me create this one. All right. After first one, it's going to asking you to choosing the workspace that you currently have, and then you need an API key. So when you can get this API key, it's very simple. You go into your AgenticFlow, and then you go into the API key section. And then you just click on create a new API key. You name it like ChatGPT for MCP. And you create this one and copy this one. And you go back into the ChatGPT and you just paste here. And you click connect. Okay, so we say AgenticFlow MCP is now connected. And if you scroll down, you will see that there is a lot of action that we are providing for the MCP or maybe ChatGPT. So it can list all of the node type, which is the action in the workflow, external MCP app, external tool, health check, all of these tools available. It can allow you create agent as well with name, model, and other configuration, and list agent, get agent, blah, blah, and blah, blah. So basically, just accept it as is, and then you go back here, you choose here, and you choose developer mode, you add a source, and you enable this one, and you say, check connection. Alright, so it is interconnected. Can you, get list of my workflow first? Okay. So it have the workflow done, but on the agent part, is maybe having something wrong with the agent. So we will check that. But in here, it is saying that I have top 5 workflow currently in my workspace, including enrich company, deep research, edit image, generate AI image, and blah, blah, and blah, blah. Let me go back into this one, and I go into my workflow and see if it's true or not. And look like it's correct. So it was patching all of this workflow for me. Okay. So if you remember when we are doing this one, we were building a copilot, like your own copilot in here. And in here, actually what we have is we have a like a prompt, the system prompt for the agent in here. And in here, we just copy and tie up these prompts. And then we just paste here, system prompts. Okay. So in here, what I just did is that I'm going to adding the agent, a system prompt where I asking it like, you are an expert in AgenticFlow automation software, and here is your process. Like first, you always start conversation with health check, and then you discovery, and then you will analyzing. So basically, I'm turning ChatGPT into some of the tool that I have. So for example, this one, it was health check have been passed, and AgenticFlow MCP is readable and responding. Wait, let me recap. Will our Gemini allows connect through MCP? You mean the Gemini app, right? I don't know yet. I think on the Google level, they do have that kinds of capability, but in the Gemini app, they didn't announce that they have this kinds of capability yet. But if they do, then we can also have them to support as well, because the hardest part is already done, where we allowing the ChatGPT in order to interacting with our platform on our behalf. And perhaps that when we are building the good prompt and also good system and data and knowledge, it can be functioning as is. Okay. And second question from Mr. Specimen is, look like depth mode have been different color, orange range around the prompt. Yeah, correct. So I think it's, they would like to, distinguish between depth mode and normal mode so that people would not easily make mistake, I would say. And, AgenticFlow MCP also connect to 10K. Yes. So technically, if everything is work well, but we can have like, this one. So search external MCP app. So this will give your agent or ChatGPT have the access to the list of all 10,000 MCP action that we already have to get access to that. And because it can read what is this MCP needed, then it can actually easily to compose the new workflow with this MCP action as one of the steps in that workflow. See in here, go to setting, go to connector, and go into AgenticFlow, you can use. So basically, you can acting on behalf of like ChatGPT. You can instruct it. First one in order to maybe list some workflow and also to brainstorming with you. And when it have the detailed understanding about the workflow that you would like to do, then maybe you can ask it to start to experimenting by search a node type that currently have and search an external MCP app so that it can browsing a 10,000 library in order to understand like in logically how is a workflow is going to work. And finally, it can be able to create a workflow for you. So I think, I don't know why, but ChatGPT just somehow is too slow for me. It's work. So it can search for Gmail now. And it can, having some other like Postmaster tool, Mixmatch and Strict and Big Mailer. So it means it can discover the workflow. So we are having that AgenticFlow MCP, and we will continue to optimize further on this part.